So every year we look ahead to the Formula 1 games, and at this point we've got about a month till launch, and I've got to say, I'm really excited. Probably the most excited I've been for an F1, at least Codemasters game, since F1 2010. It seems like the first time they've really brought some really special features into the game. The 22 player online, if that works, that should be absolutely awesome. The career mode over 10 seasons with the agents, with, you know, the whole paddock area, like, that was good in 2010, 2011. Like, why it was taken out, I'll never really know. But that's really good that that's back and improved. And obviously we got more than that. We got the more little features like the virtual safety car. The safety car itself is back. The 5-second penalties, formation lap, sort of just generally sort of, you know, manual starts sort of really making it feel like you're actually driving the car. I know that's very hard for a game which is not really like a simulator. I mean, who knows what it's really going to be like when we get to play the game, like the full proper game, how much is going to sort of change since they obviously shown us a bit of gameplay from like the beta or whatever. So I'm looking forward to this an awful lot. I really would like to see your comments down below what you're most excited for about F1 2016, because let's be honest now guys, it's just over a month till launch. I'm really hoping they'll give us a bit more gameplay before then. I'm sure there's going to be some stuff this weekend surrounding the British Grand Prix. Obviously it's the home Grand Prix, and obviously Codemasters based in England, so I'm pretty sure there's going to be some sort of content around this weekend. Who knows, maybe it's going to be playable at Silverstone. Maybe some of the drivers are going to go head to head on their like F1 race zone thing, I think it is. So who knows if that's going to happen, but that would be really cool to see, like a little video or something with all the F1 drivers giving the new game a go. And I've got to say, I'm looking forward to the career mode especially here, because obviously 2015 didn't particularly have a career mode of sorts. You just chose a driver you wanted to do a season with, and you had to stick with him for the season. If you wanted to switch teams, you had to just start a whole new sort of season, if you will. There was no sort of career mode, which I've always thought was a really sort of silly move on my part. Like, why on earth was that not part of the game? Just somewhat. So that's really good that that is back. 10 seasons as well, and real car development. That is something I'm looking forward to seeing as well. Hopefully it's going to be possible to make like the Manor the best car on the grid. Like, if you get a few lucky results in the first couple of seasons, you can get yourself to a mid-table team. And by the end of the career mode, I'm hoping that you could actually make Manor the best team on the grid. I don't know whether F1 2016 is going to make that possible. They've said that there is going to be like real development in the cars, like you can actually make the cars go faster and improve them if you spend the time with the team doing the research and the development, all that sort of stuff. So I'm really excited for that. But something I haven't played an awful lot of on the last couple of games is online. I last did a league on F1 2013, which, to be honest, I've always enjoyed the leagues, but they were just really sort of, they were, you know, whatever someone says, they are time consuming, and especially after the races, you know, you get all these, you know, people saying that that person hit them and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, if you just want to want to have a relaxing evening after a race, it's not really the case if you're the sort of manager, host of the league. So I don't know whether I'm going to ever go back to league racing, but it was fun. The races were, at least themselves. So I'm looking forward to the online 22 player online. Now I'm hoping they fixed this. They've had enough time to fix it. Like, there's not been a good online system since Codemasters brought back the F1 game in 2010, or properly brought it back in 2010. I mean, it's not been, I mean, some of the games have been okay, they've been alright, but none of them have been like good enough, I'd say, for the online aspect of things. And that's something I'm really looking forward to seeing, because obviously nobody would have tested that yet. They might have done a few LAN races, but it's going to be very hard to test online properly until the game is out, because they're not going to have that magnitude of audience playing the game all at the same time. So I'm hoping first few days of the game, I'm hopefully going to get it on PC and PS4. Don't have an Xbox One, so for anyone wondering, don't have an Xbox One, but hopefully getting it on PS4 and PC. Hopefully I'll do some online races like the day it comes out, test the game to the max and see if it breaks. That's really what I want to do in the first couple of days, to see if you can find any area of the game which is has problems, because at the end of the day, this game should be the best game they've ever made. Obviously, you should say that about every game. It should improve each year, but the fact that obviously it went sort of
in my opinion, it's sort of 2010, 11, 12 are pretty decent, and then it started to fall off with 2013, 14, 15. So they're quite low at the moment, and this needs to really sort of bounce back up. I said it about last year, like it could be, well, surely it's got to get to a point where they're not selling enough games to make this sort of a worthwhile investment. Obviously, it costs a huge amount of money for them to get the F1 license. So if this is a failure, if this is a failure, this game, who knows what's going to happen to Codemasters, because they've got a lot of money resting on this game being good. So overall, I'm really excited. The career mode and the online, obviously the two things I'm looking at. There's probably more features they haven't really announced yet, maybe some little game modes, I'm not too sure, but yeah, I've got to say, guys, this is exciting. Hopefully this game is going to be the best F1 game ever. I think it will be. So thanks for watching. Sorry about the Assetto Corsa gameplay in the background. First time, I think, racing these Lotus cars properly, and it didn't go too well. Anyway, it's been Alex. I'm out here. Goodbye.